head. I go from living to dead. You got me seeing all red.
Good afternoon and welcome to Premier League Live on LFS this afternoon. It's Everton against Manchester United. From Goodison Park, Everton fresh off a 10-point deduction by the Premier League sees them in the bottom three to start this afternoon. Manchester United looking to climb the table and get into the top 6 with 3 points this afternoon. To the teams, then Amadou Onana is the one change from Everton's win at Crystal Palace before the international break. He misses out with a calf strain as expected, with Idrissa Gana Gueye taking his place in midfield. There's a welcome familiar face on the bench, with club captain Seamus Coleman making a matchday squad for the first time since he suffered a knee injury against Leicester back in May. Well, what a day for Kobbie Mainoo. The 18-year-old homegrown Manchester United midfielder lines up alongside another born and bred Mancunian, Scott McTominay, in a double pivot replacing Christian Eriksen. Luke Shaw also makes his long-awaited return at left back as one of the 3 changes from the underwhelming win over Luton, having been absent with a muscle injury since mid-August. Sergio Reguilon drops to the bench. Anthony Martial is the other new face, with Rasmus Højlund unable to recover from a muscle strain suffered in that win over Luton and absent from the squad. These are the full teams. Pickford in goal for Everton, Young, Tarkowski, Branthwaite and Mikalenko in a back 4. A midfield 3 of Garner, Gueye and Doucouré, with a front 3 of McNeil, Harrison and Calvert-Lewin. For Manchester United, Onana starts in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw in defence, Mainoo, McTominay and Fernandes in midfield, with a front 3 of Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho and Anthony Martial. Erik ten Hag is in the stands tonight, serving a 1-match ban after receiving 3 yellow cards this season. He's in the stands. Sean Dyche on the touchline, facing off at Goodison Park, where the Everton fans are surely in for a fight. Kick-off is next. Right, just about ready to get underway then. Here at Goodison Park, Manchester United will get us up and running for this one. Of course, Everton looking for points that after they lost 10, after a Premier League review, felt that they had breached financial rules. Quite ironic when you consider some of the other clubs in the Premier League, but we'll not go there. And they have a tough task in Manchester United, but they will be hyped up for it here today. Everton ready to go, ready to fight for it. The fans are certainly making their opinions heard, booing the Premier League anthem when the teams came out onto the field. Here's the Manchester United keeper, Andre Onana. Victor Lindelof and Diogo Dalot. I'm sure Manchester United will be happier getting a few players back from injury. Most notably, of course, Luke Shaw, who's been a huge miss at left back for Manchester United in recent weeks. Scott McTominay, space to move in the midfield, looking for that ball forward, trying to find Garnacho, but well defended by Ashley Young, who also returns to the Everton squad. Fernandes finds Scott McTominay inside the box, goes down. Wanted a penalty there, the Manchester United players, but the referee waved that one away. John Brooks said there was nothing doing, but a positive start for Manchester United. Here's Luke Shaw. Garnacho goes back to Lindelof. He's starting on the left-hand side, Maguire on the right. Here is Harry Maguire inside his own half. Manchester United looking to break into the top 6 this evening. 3 points considering results elsewhere. Both Brighton and Newcastle won this weekend in their respective games. Manchester United would want to follow suit to keep the race for the top 6 on. Here's Rashford down the right, overlapping is Dalot. Dalot with a cross. Alejandro Garnacho! What a goal! Alejandro Garnacho comes to Goodison Park and blows them away. Wayne Rooney-esque overhead kick from Alejandro Garnacho into the far right corner. An unbelievable goal. And what a start to this game for Manchester United. Everton, who are the team who are known for early goals in games, 5 in the first 15 minutes this season. But it's the visitors who've struck first. And what a goal from the young Alejandro Garnacho. Absolutely unbelievable goal. All starts down the right hand side. Miles of space for Rashford to break into. No one on the cover. Dalot on the underlap. Feeds it on and then whips it into the box. Straight onto it. Alejandro Garnacho. The most perfect overhead kick you can see. Into the far corner. It's a magnificent goal. Connects with it beautifully. Too high for Jordan Pickford. Incredible goal. Top tier indeed from Garnacho. You can play that same scenario 100, 1,000 times and you'll get a different scenario each time. And every time, very rarely, you'll ever get that type of outcome. That's his second goal of the season, Garnacho. Certainly his best one, definitely. By a long shot. Would be up for goal of the season, I would say. It's definitely a goal of the season contender. Unbelievable goal. Here's Lindelof. Well, at no point did we think that was going to happen. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Leaves us in shock. 4 minutes in, Manchester United lead 1-0 in the most craziest of fashions. Unbelievable goal. It's now Everton that need to bounce back and find that equaliser. They wanted to come here, make it difficult for Manchester United, give them a very, very good game, but United have started so well. Everton really haven't been able to get into the game yet. Here's Dalot. Rashford, wide on the right-hand side. His ball finds Martial. Now back to McTominay. Across the back line to find Lindelof, and Shaw goes back to Onana. Well, fantastic. It's now 4 straight games against Manchester United that Everton haven't kept a clean sheet. And those last 3, those 3 prior, Man United have won all of those. And they've been the first to score against Everton in 7 of the last 9 occasions now. Manchester United. That's a lovely ball. Garnacho was through again. Just overhit that time. And he made a lovely run through the middle. Everton just seem not get going at the moment. Something that's usually thrown at Manchester United a slow start, but Everton have really started quite slow. Here's Mikolenko down the line. Trying to find Doucouré there, and he's fouled by Harry Maguire, and John Brooks has given Everton a free kick. Yeah, Doucouré and Maguire just battling there on the halfway line, and Maguire just throws him to the floor. It is a foul. Harry Maguire. Fine line between being too physical and being physical and just fouling someone. Jordan Pickford to take this free kick for Everton inside their own half. Takes it long, looking for the diagonal across, and no one there for Everton. Headed away, picked up by Idrissa Gueye. Keep the pressure on. Here's Mikolenko. He'll go for the long diagonal out to the right hand side. Good header by Lindelof, brought down by Garner. Tried to break away there was Jack Harrison, who will not get a corner. He was walking over as if he expected a corner to be given there, but the referee and the officials disagreed. See it again. Oh, the last touch is off Kobe Mainoo. That should be an Everton corner, but the officials didn't spot that one. Goal kick, Man United. Onana. Lindelof gives it away. Garner picks it up. Here's Harrison on the right. Whips across in. Maguire heads it away. It's really good from Shaw and Garnacho there. And Martial trying to flick it on for Garnacho, but that's cleared away. It's a nice idea from Everton. Good pressing. Poor ball initially by Victor Lindelof, but his other centre-back got him out of trouble. Pickford with a long ball down the left. Headed away by Dalot. Rashford colliding with McTominay. Idrissa Gueye picks it up, finds Harrison, who drives in field. Fernandes trying to break it apart. Oh, late challenge by Mainu there, but referee's actually pulled it back for an earlier foul. John Brooks has a difficult game on his hands. But we have to see this goal again. Rashford, Dalot on the inside, makes a run beyond, cuts it back beautifully. Beautifully weighted ball by Diogo Dalot, and a fantastic connection by Alejandro Garnacho. Wayne Rooney-esque indeed. Honestly. It's almost identical, really. Eric Den Haag in the stands, of course, not on the sidelines, serving that one match ban. He's in the stands tonight. Quite giddy with that goal. First time I've actually seen him giddy or happy. And McNeil fouled there. Will be a Everton free kick. I think that will be another key factor in this game. Free kicks. Something that the referee will have to deal with. Very physical, these two teams at times. Tarkovsky. Ashley Young finds a nice run. Here's Harrison down the right hand side. It's Calvert-Lewin. Cuts back onto his left. Tries to find it past Onana. Onana dived down to his right in time. A lovely run by Calvert-Lewin down the right hand side. I think Dalot was holding him off, or holding him on, sorry. Playing him onside. He just runs to the edge of the 6-yard box on the right hand side, chops it onto his left, tries to find the far corner. Onana was really weighted well there and dived at the right time. It was a nice idea from Everton though. Straight ball down the line, run back in behind the defence. Back line of Manchester United that wasn't set up properly there. Only 3 of the 4 players were in a line. Here's Maguire. Back to Onana, and in the 10th minute, which we've just hit, the Everton fans all around the stadium are holding up red banners, I think, with the Premier League logo on it, in protest against that 10-point deduction. Probably the most together they've been in the past 25 years, but there we go. Well, Everton did have 14 points before that 10-point deduction. That deduction puts them in the bottom 3. It puts them right in the mire of relegation, which they'd kind of avoided so far this season. Here's Garnacho, still holding those flags up the whole way through the 10th minute. Funnily enough, it's actually the 11th minute. Ball into the box from Fernandes, cleared away. Everton now on the counter-attack. Here's Gueye. Flicked on, trying to find McNeil, but got back there was McTominay. And now all the Everton fans sit down for the last 80 minutes of the game. Right. Here's Lindelof. Onana. Well, it's really been quite anticlimactic. I don't think this is the way the Everton fans really wanted this protest to go. I mean, 1-0 down after one of the most incredible Premier League goals of the season. It's not particularly going to help your cause, is it? Pressure on Onana. Does spread it out wide nicely. Down the left-hand side is Mainu. He loses out. Shaw does well to get it back, and now Lindelof. Looking for the switch diagonal. Lovely diagonal. Finds Rashford. Free on the right-hand side. Charging at Mikalenko. Rashford in the box. Rashford crosses it too deep over the bar. But it did take a deflection, according to the referee, which gets a right cheer around Goodison Park. But Man United will have a corner. Really good from Rashford, though. It's looked bright. Usually he's typically down the left-hand side, but on the right, twice. A couple of times he's broke down that right-hand side. Looked really threatening. He was a break down the right-hand side to build up for that goal. It did take a deflection off Mikalenko, that cross from Rashford, so it is a corner. The initial protest from the Everton fans, but the officials were completely correct in giving that one. Fernandes to take it, right-footed, fizzed right across the box to the edge. Shaw! Not too far away. Luke Shaw there. Man United were inches away from back-to-back goal of the season contenders. Luke Shaw, edge of the box, edge of the D, coming onto the corner, left-footed. It's just narrowly over the bar. Everton goal kick then. It's Ashley Young. Back to Jordan Pickford. 13 minutes gone. Everton 0, Man United 1. Nice ball from Pickford. Finds Mikalenko. Down the left. Battling with McNeil is McTominay. Does win that one, Dwight McNeil. Mikalenko now. Idrissa Gueye. Across the defence to Tarkowski, who's the captain today for Everton. Ashley Young. Back to Tarkowski. Tarkowski with the ball over the top, looking for the run of McNeil. Well defended by Maguire, and then Mainu with a follow-up header. Garner went down there. Harrison picked it up. Harrison will cross it. Looking for Calvert-Lewin, cleared away. Now Fernandes. His ball is recovered by Everton. Branthwaite will give it back to Pickford. Pickford with a long ball. Maguire wins the first header. Battling in midfield was James Garner, who won it. Linking up well with Doucouré there. Mikolenko. Now James Garner. Of course, former Manchester United player James Garner. Was a Manchester United youth player. And loans at Watford and Forest before he joined Everton in September of last year for £8.9 million. He's not done too bad since he's come to Everton. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Now Mikolenko. McNeil back to Vitaly Mikolenko. Idrissa Gueye tries to lay it off to McNeil. Dallow in the interception. Mainu linking up with Dallow. Now McTominay. It's physical again, Everton trying to battle Manchester United, but Manchester United winning those duels time and time again. Here's Rashford. Back to Dallow. Now back to Maguire. Across to Lindelof. Back to Harry Maguire, who has been in the headlines for his poor form over the last 18 months, but got an apology from an actual elected official, from the Ghanaian MP, who called him out for his rubbish form. I don't know why an MP in Ghana is calling him out, but there we go. He did receive an apology, funnily enough. Ball's given away by Garnacho. Everton break down the right-hand side. Here's Calvert-Lewin. Trying to link up with Harrison, but that's well intercepted by Lindelof. Fernandes trying to force it forward, but that was poor ball. There was no one there. Everton have it back through Branthwaite. Back to Pickford. Fernandes on the press. Across to Tarkowski. Now Ashley Young. 16 minutes gone, and the visitors lead by a goal to 0. That's a Young. He tried to play it up the line. Headed by Shaw, and then the foul on, I think that's Garnacho on that side. It is a nudge on the back of Alejandro Garnacho, so a free kick to Manchester United. Ashley Young not happy with that. Of course, also has history with the Red Devils, having played for them for a good while as well. 9 years at Manchester United. Joined in 2011 from Aston Villa for £15 million, and was sold to Inter Milan in January 2020 for £1.5 million. And got a massive chunk of his career at United. Here's Rashford, certainly at the tail end of his career now. Ashley Young, far from young for his namesake. Here's Lindelof. Back to Andre Onana. McTominay. Back to Onana again. Trying to push Everton a bit further forward, trying to playing at the back here. McTominay and Onana has to go long and puts it straight out of play. Manchester United's patience and wanting to play out from the back actually works against them that time. And put the ball straight out of play, did Andre Onana, but McTominay and Onana, like they were playing 1-2 football there. Made a mistake. Everton with a throw in on the right hand side. Ashley Young throws it in, chested down by Calvert-Lewin. His chest comes straight to Garnacho, who intercepts it, plays the ball forward. Good recovery by Idrissa Gueye there. Branthwaite, now Tarkowski, just inside his own half. Jared Branthwaite. Forward to Doucouré. Now Mikolenko. Nice link up with McNeil. Now Calvert-Lewin, nice football by Everton. Here's Garner. Now Harrison on the right hand side. Harrison running at Shaw. Blocked by Garnacho, who was back as well. And that's out for an Everton throw in. Better from Everton, putting a few passes together, moving across the pitch nicely. Here's Harrison. Back to Idrissa Gueye. Now Garner on the edge. The 18-yard box, plays it through to Idrissa Gueye. Cuts it across. Too much in there. Had to go for the short cross. Ended up fizzing it to the back post, and there was no one there. For Everton, runs out for a goal kick. But nice build up again from Everton. Garner and Idrissa Gueye linking up nicely. But that time the final pass wasn't great, and that's what let them down. But they're starting to find their footing a bit, Everton, since that Manchester United goal. Maguire with a header. Branthwaite heads it back the way it came. Good from Lindelof to recover, and they get the free kick anyway, Manchester United, as Calvert-Lewin on the press of Lindelof was offside, so free kick to the visitors. Manchester United, I wouldn't say they have a tough record. They actually have quite a good record at Goodison Park. Like a good draw at Goodison. They've won a couple of times as well in the recent years. 3 times since January 2018. 2-0, 3-1 and 2-1 on their three of those occasions. Everton have won twice on those occasions. 4-0 and 1-0 in 2019 and in 2022. Quite a few draws as well between the two teams here at Goodison. Mostly 1-1 draws. Manchester United's last win here was last season. That was in October of last year in a 2-1 win. There's a free kick against Garnacho here, and Ashley Young's going to get booked for it. It's the second time that he has fouled Garnacho. Garnacho picks it up on the left-hand side, and the ball's already well gone. Garnacho takes him on, and Ashley Young just flashing a right leg at him. There's no attempt to get the ball. That's his 4th yellow card of the season. Of course, got an early yellow card against Liverpool and ended up seeing red that day. Got a 2nd yellow and was sent as marching orders. So a yellow card for Young, and that will give Manchester United the opportunity with a free kick set piece on the left-hand side of the pitch, close to the sidelines. Fernandez right-footed. Didn't beat the first man, and Ashley Young clears it. Mainu trying to get it back into the mix. Good header by Tarkowski. Flicked on by Doucouré. And now Doucouré on the run. No. Shaw on the cover. Gets it back to Onana. There was the counter-attack on there if they'd have taken that down, Everton, but couldn't do that. Onana under pressure. Can't keep it in play. Straight out of play again for another Everton throw. Couple of occasions where Everton have put the press on and forced Onana into a poor clearance. And for them to receive the ball again. Branthwaite. Tarkowski. Young back to James Tarkowski. Finds the space for McNeil in the middle. Skips past McTominay. Gives it to James Garner. Now Young. Tarkowski again. No forward options. Goes back to Jordan Pickford. Halfway through the first half. Everton 0, Manchester United 1. Alejandro Garnacho, the goal scorer, with one of the most amazing goals of the season. Certainly a goal of the season contender. Here's Tarkowski. Harrison. Now Young. Fires it up the pitch, trying to find an option to Doucouré and Harrison there, but lovely link up between Shaw and Lindelof. Put it out for a throw-in. Ended from Mainoo there. Man United looked like they were going to play out of that, and Everton kept the press on and won the throw-in on the right-hand side. Doucouré. Now Harrison. Clipped that there by Garnacho, and Shaw won it back nicely. Mainoo under pressure. Garnacho. Everton win it back, and there's a collision there, and that's a poor challenge on Idrissa Gana Gueye. I think Scott McTominay's the man who's committed the foul. The referee having both sets of players around him, both captains around him, Bruno Fernandes and James Tarkowski, arguing their cases. I'll say it again. Ashley Young. See the replay of this. Ashley Young and Idrissa Gueye. I mean, yeah, he does kick through the back of him there, Scott McTominay, but initially I thought it was a collision between the two Everton players, but it is a free kick and it is a foul against Scott McTominay. So a free kick for Everton on the right hand side. Ashley Young involved in that as well. Well, Everton are not too bad at set piece goals. 6 set piece goals in the Premier League this season. Only Man City and Arsenal have more. Free kick taken, whipped across, didn't beat the first man, falls to Mykolenko on the edge. Mykolenko from distance. Wide of the left post. Not the most accurate of shots, that, from Vitaly Mykolenko. That will be a Man United goal kick. I wonder what Sean Dyche is thinking now. This side more competitive in the last 5-10 minutes than they were in the first 15. Certainly rattling a Manchester United more. Lindelof trying to switch the ball across the pitch, and Dalot doesn't keep it in. It will be an Everton throw-in, and now the crowd are starting to get behind them. Mykolenko linking up with Doucouré. Mykolenko now to Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski, Everton growing into the game. Ashley Young on the right hand side. Flicks it forward, trying to find Calvert-Lewin. Taken down by the Everton number 9. Up against Lindelof, and the last touches off Calvert-Lewin will be a Man United throw-in. Well, don't forget, we have more action for you tonight. The NFL is live tonight. The Bills at the Eagles tonight at 9:25 on LFS. Looking forward to that one. It'll be a cracking game between those two teams. And we have Premier League action as well tomorrow for you. Monday Night Football. Fulham hosting Wolves tomorrow night from Craven Cottage. Crazy Premier League weekend we've had already. Some big results. Spurs losing, the 3rd straight defeat for them. The international breaks didn't seem to change anything for them. Villa beating them at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Arsenal narrowly beating Brentford. That big draw between City and Liverpool yesterday. There's a lot of action at the top of the table. Oh, of course, Newcastle's 4-1 win against Chelsea as well. Massive results in the Premier League this weekend. Here's Manchester United. Martial on the ball there. Fouled by Tarkowski in the halfway line. Will be a free kick to United. The Everton crowd booing. Whatever they're booing. Maybe booing the referee. Referee didn't give them a 10-point deduction. Not his fault. Anyway, halfway line. Free kick for Manchester United. Harry Maguire going to take it. Fair enough. Harry Maguire to take this free kick. Takes it short. Finds McTominay. I knew he wasn't going to go for the long free kick. Harry Maguire. Hoof foot. Here's Mainoo. Haven't seen much of Kobbie Mainoo so far. He's been involved, just not in any action. Onana with a clearance, given away by Everton or United, but a handball apparently there as Man United pick it up. Here's Martial. Garnacho trying to burst through, but Everton now have bodies back in time. They were calling for handball there, the Everton fans, but the referee let it play on. Ended up coming to nothing. Man United will have it back. Here's Andre Onana. Switching it out to the left. And again, straight out of play. Tried to target Bruno Fernandes on that left-hand side, but just too much on that one. Struggling from that. When they get the ball back to the keeper, Manchester United, they're struggling to kind of play out of danger, play out of trouble. That's a foul by McTominay. And someone's kicked the ball away. There's a yellow card for Abdoulaye Doucouré for complaining. He wanted a yellow card for Scott McTominay kicking the ball away. The referee's now booked Doucouré for complaining. Now the Everton captain, James Tarkowski, is arguing. I think it's actually Garnacho that's kicked the ball away. See this again. So the foul on the Everton player, the free kick, and then, yeah, Garnacho does kick the ball away. It is a yellow card, surely. The referee didn't see it, but then books Abdoulaye Doucouré for complaining. Quite ironic, that. There you go. So, Doucouré booked. Sean Dyche is now explaining to the fourth official, making his point clear, but I mean, how the referee didn't see it, I don't know. He was looking at it. Nevertheless, free kick given. Flicked in to the back post. Tarkowski on the trying to win the header. Cleared away by Shaw. Picked up by Harrison on the left. Jack Harrison up against Mainu. Good block by the young Manchester United player, and that will be an Everton corner on the left-hand side. "18 years of age, Kobe Mainu. April 2005. Wow. Makes you feel old. Right, corner Everton on the left-hand side. 30 minutes gone. Chance to level it. Garner, right-footed, crosses it in, headed on! Straight into the hands of Andre Onana, but not too far away from Calvert-Lewin. Free header from Calvert-Lewin, no one challenging him. I think Rashford was partly trying to mark him, but bursts away from his marker. Just jumps up ahead of everyone else, and unfortunately for him, could only head it straight into the hands of Andre Onana. Here's Tarkowski. Trailed to the floor by Anthony Martial, and that will be an Everton free kick. But too eager to win the ball back there, Anthony Martial. Good evening, Fazwan. Welcome into the chat. Good to have you with us again. Here's Tarkowski. Goes for the long ball up the top. Bounces off the back of Calvert-Lewin. Tries to tap it in, followed up by McNeil. Off the line. Mainu with his clearance off the line. Still alive. Harrison trying to cross it. Booted away by Shaw. Tarkowski. It all comes from an optimistic ball up the top by Tarkowski. It bounces off the back of Calvert-Lewin. They're still alive. Just a Gay trying to play it across. Gives it straight back to Garnacho, who can clear it away. My goodness me. Kobe Mainu. I said he hasn't been in much action. Kind of coasting a bit. That's what he kind of wants to do in his debut, but fantastic goal line clearance. The ball from Tarkowski. Everton thought they lost it. It comes off the back of Calvert-Lewin. It falls to him. He tries to tap it in. Saved by Onana. Then the follow-up by McNeil is blocked. It bounces off Maguire. The McNeil shot. And was just going to fall over the line. And Kobe Mainu gets back in time and clears it away. That's a fantastic goal line clearance. Incredible, that. Rashford now trailed at. Loses the ball. Here's McNeil. Plays it across to Doucouré. How did he miss? 13, 14 yards Middle of the 18-yard box, and High misses from there. Well wide of the right post. Really good physicality from Everton. I think it's Garner, tries to win it back. Does win it back. Gives it straight to McNeil down the left-hand side. Straight across the box. No one challenging Doucouré. And he's a free hit at it. And completely miscues it wide of the right post. Should have done so much better there, Abdoulaye Doucouré. But that's two big chances for Everton. Back to back within the space of about a minute. Where they should be level. Man United riding their luck a bit here. Here's Pickford. Now the crowd are up here at Goodison. Lovely ball to find Young. Down the right. Tries to find Harrison, but not on the same page there. Harrison comes infield. Young goes down the line, and the ball goes out of play for a Manchester United throw-in. Giving the ball away almost again. Now McNeil comes off. Mainu again has to come to the rescue and puts it behind for the corner. Man United are giving too many chances away here. Under a lot of pressure at the moment, Manchester United need to hold on. Everton have another corner. Left hand side. Garner with a delivery. Right footed. Right across. Headed away by Lindelof. Young keeps it alive. Out to Garner on the left hand side. Right footed. Trying to cross it again. And that one's blocked by Fernandez. Another throw in. Garner. Ashley Young now on the left hand side. The momentum's building for Everton. Last 10.5 minutes of the first half. And since the last 5 minutes, Everton have had 3 shots on target. 5 shots. Manchester United have had nothing in attack in the last 5. But here they come. Here's Garnacho. Rashford on the left-hand side. That's poor from Rashford. Gives it straight to Doucouré. Harrison. Idrissa Gueye. Young. Given away. Well, one back by Idrissa Gueye, who fires it long. Calvert-Lewin running through. Beats Lindelof. Can't beat Maguire. Harry Maguire back in time. Gets it back to Onana. Lindelof. Now Manchester United trying to play out. And Doucouré late with this challenge. Will be a free kick to Manchester United. Luke Shaw there, the one that was challenged. Trying to use the skill to get past Doucouré, and Doucouré just left the right foot in on Luke Shaw. Long ball forward from that free kick, and Mikalenko will have that one covered. Heads it straight back to Jordan Pickford. He knocks it long. Trying to find the header of Calvert-Lewin, but Man United win that one. Here's McTominay, brings it down. And he's fouled by Idrissa Gueye. This is where Everton can fall down if they start to give away too many free kicks. They can lose the momentum and the pace of the game. Might actually help Man United to maintain this lead. Harry Maguire to take this free kick again. Taking their time. Maguire down the right hand side, trying to target Rashford. Chested comfortably by Mikalenko. Fires it up the pitch. Dalot intercepts. Dalot, nice turn of pace. Finds Mainu on the run. Mainu keeps it nicely. Finds Rashford on the right hand side. Back to Kobe Mainu, who's made the run beyond. Kobe Mainu cuts it back. Cleared away by Branthwaite. And then that ball from Idrissa Gueye straight out of play for a Manchester United throw. Kobe Mainu starting to improve into the game. Made a few big moments. He was their Man United's under-18s player of the year last season. That's why he's getting his opportunity, surely. Showing the ability. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Gives it beautifully out to Rashford on the right hand side, up against Mykolenko. Tries to beat past him, uses his skill. McNeil on the cover, carries it away. Dwight McNeil trying to find Calvert-Lewin. Does find Calvert-Lewin. Down the left hand side, can't keep it in. Dominic Calvert-Lewin runs out of room and straight out of play for a Manchester United throw. Well, Everton, despite having less of the possession so far, their XG is much better than Manchester United's. Everton's XG 0.73 to Manchester United 0.09 so far in this first half. It shows you actually how good the Alejandro Garnacho chance was, how unlikely he was to score it. It's a free kick to Everton, fouled by Fernandes. Garnacho chance is 0.05 XG, which means he will take that shot 20 times and not score. Only score once, sorry, out of 20 attempts on average. So, free kick for Everton on the halfway line. Jordan Pickford to take. Straight up the middle. Trying to find McNeil. Taken down by McNeil, and Branthwaite takes a touch. And the last touch is off Jared Branthwaite, well marshalled by Harry Maguire. Behind for a goal kick. Well, I think Man United have kind of that burst of energy from Everton for about a 5-minute period. They've ridden that and come out the other end, able to hold on at 1-0 up. Here's Onana with a goal kick out to the right hand side. McTominay misses the header and Mykolenko will let it bounce and clear it up the line. United have it back though. Branthwaite heads it away from that United clearance, and now Calvert-Lewin picks it up inside the United half. Driving it forward is Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin shoots the strike, blocked. Half cleared by Fernandes, one back by Doucouré. Idrissa Gueye, now Garner, out to the right. Here's Ashley Young with a cross, headed on by Calvert-Lewin over the bar. Not too far away that one, but not on target from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Beautifully whipped strike by Ashley Young across the goal, and Calvert-Lewin popping up again and heads it. Free header again. Perfect cross. Just has to head it down, heads it up and above the bar. He just guides it across, kind of glances it across. He'll be able to find the back of the net, but maybe just too much on that one. Carried it over the bar. It's kind of Man United want to get to half time at 1-0. Will give them confidence. Calvert-Lewin steals it away from Lindelof again. Here's Calvert-Lewin on the edge, flicks it across to Doucouré now. Idrissa Gueye skies the shot behind for a goal kick. Awful again. They're creating chances after chances. Everton, I thought they'd just ridden that period, Manchester United, but Everton have had one or two chances. Calvert-Lewin creating them. Just gets pressure on the United centre-backs, does Calvert-Lewin. Beats it away from Lindelof, carries it down the left, plays it across to Doucouré. He was blocked the first time by Shaw. The ball comes to Idrissa Gueye, who just strikes right through the ball, fires it over the bar, well behind for a goal kick. Here's Rashford for United. Just need to manage the game to half time, United. Start creating chances, really. Here's Mainu. Dalot back to Rashford. Since that goal, I'm sure Everton will be very happy with how they've defended. Manchester United have only had one shot on target, and that was the goal. Despite having more of the ball, they just haven't been able to capitalise upon that, Manchester United, and create too many chances. Late challenge there by Idrissa Gueye on Marcus Rashford will give Manchester United the free kick. Taking the free kick, giving it to Dalot. Dalot on the right hand side, whips across in, falls to Anthony Martial at the back, headed behind but the flag is up anyway against the United players in there, so free kick will go Everton's way. It was going to deflect wide for a corner, but I think Anthony Martial was in an offside position. So free kick Everton. Pickford fires it up the pitch. Target and Calvert-Lewin who wins the first header, but straight up into the air, allowing Garnacho to clear it. Branthwaite with a header, fired up the pitch by Garner, but Doucouré was offside that time. Everton returning the favour, giving Manchester United a free kick from an offside. Well, I'm sure Sean Dyche probably, despite being 1-0 down, will say that his team's performance has been better than the opposition's in that first half, and the only thing missing is the goals. It's been too familiar a story for Everton this season, having the performances, but just at times just not being able to get the result. Where Man United have been quite the opposite to that, haven't had the performances and been able to get results at times. More than a few occasions. I mean, many is a game this season you can point out where Manchester United were actually outplayed in the game and were still able to get the 3 points out of it. Here's Harry Maguire. Last minute of the 45. Everton will now want to spoil Manchester United's half-time party of 1-0. Get that equaliser before the break, give them confidence for the second half, but Manchester United will want to hold on. Feel that they've kind of ridden the storm. Pressure on Fernandes from Doucouré and Garner. Forces Fernandes to put it out for the throw-in. It's really good from Everton again, really good pressing. The counter-press is fantastic. Something that Sean Dyche has really delivered in creating here. Garner, pressured by Garnacho, trying to break down the left-hand side and put out a play for a Man United throw-in. And the fourth official has put the board up, and it reads 2 minutes, so we will have 2 additional minutes at the end of the half. Maguire. Here's Kobe Mainoo. Harry Maguire has to go back to Andre Onana, who will force it long up the pitch. Branthwaite with the first header, but straight back into United bodies. Here's Mainoo to carry it. Wide for Shaw. Linking up with Martial, and now Garnacho. Nice quick footwork by Garnacho. Tried to return it to Martial, and a late challenge by Garnacho on Ashley Young will give Everton the free kick. And Ashley Young was calling for a yellow card. See this again. No, there's nothing in that. Young wins it nicely, but then actually keeps his knee there to get the foul, so it's definitely not a yellow card. And lucky to get the free kick. Nonetheless, Everton, a free kick has been given, and Pickford will take. Diagonal right across the box. Bounces all the way down. McNeil on the left-hand side. Whips across in. Calvert-Lewin with a tapped header. Cleared away. And fired up the pitch by Garnacho out of the danger zone. All the way back to Jordan Pickford. 30 seconds of the first half to go. Everton wanting to keep the pressure on, keeping bodies up the pitch. Another foul. Referee plays advantage. Idrissa Gueye tries to cross it, and the advantage will not be given because there was no advantage. It should be a free kick to Everton, I would say. We'll see this again. It's Jack Harrison who's fouled. It's Bruno Fernandes that just comes colliding with Harrison. Yeah, it is a free kick. Sean Dyche may be calling for more. Yeah, he's trying to be smart there, Bruno Fernandes, and should have been a free kick. And the referee didn't give that, and that will get boos from around Goodison Park at half-time. That is the half-time whistle. And at the break, Alejandro Garnacho's unbelievable goal, that overhead kick, is the difference between the two teams. Everton have been much better in terms of their performance, but the main man for Manchester United is their debutant, Kobbie Mainoo, 18 years of age, the best player on the pitch for Manchester United. Half time, Everton 0, Manchester United 1.
Thought I'd change my ways, forgot the past. A new turn in direction, but that's all fading fast. Cause now I'm dicing with danger, it's pulling me off track. It knows me by first name, yeah. And now there's no turning back. Can't fight anymore, taking your hand, and I can't give you up, it's what you planned. Cause now I'm dicing with danger, it's pulling me off track. It knows me by first name, yeah. And now there's no turning back. And was hoping I would forget and leave us behind. But out of all the people I've met, no one's stuck in my mind. My heart won't let you go. Without you it's hollow. If I could tell you one more thing, it would be for one more day with you I dream 1,000 nights with someone new. I sacrifice, pay any price. I trade 1,000 lives for one with you. They tell me it will fade with time, but they've never met you. They will see that it's just a lie and know the only truth. My heart will let you go. Without you it's hollow. If I could tell you one more thing, it would be for one more day with you I dream 1,000 nights with someone
Welcome back to Premier League Live on this Sunday afternoon. Everton trailing 1-0 to Manchester United at half time from the Alejandro Garnacho incredible goal. After just 3 minutes. We've already seen 8 other Premier League games this weekend. It all started at the Etihad with Manchester City, and Liverpool drawing 1-1. They're the top 2 before kick-off, but not the top 2 right now. West Ham came from 1-0 behind to beat Burnley 2-1 at Turf Moor. Luton came back twice against Crystal Palace. They were 1-0 up, pegged back to 1, and put themselves ahead for a second time to win that one 2-1, their first ever home Premier League win. Newcastle thrashed Chelsea at St James's Park, 10-man Chelsea, but Chelsea were already 3-1 down before Reece James was sent off. Brighton were down to 10, but they held on to beat Nottingham Forest 3-2 at the City Ground. A cracking game, that one. And Bournemouth eased to victory against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. They were 3-0 up in that one, Bournemouth, before a 97th minute consolation from Ollie McBurney. Brentford became the first side of the weekend not to score. They were beaten 1-0 by Arsenal. A late goal from Kai Havertz in the 89th minute sealed the 3 points for Arsenal, which put them top of the Premier League table this weekend. And Aston Villa won away at Tottenham. Tottenham's third straight defeat in the Premier League. Chelsea, Wolves and Aston Villa, their last 3 games, all beaten Tottenham. They were beaten 2-1 this afternoon. They were actually leading in that game, Tottenham, through a Giovanni Lo Celso goal. And Pau Torres and Ollie Watkins came back, scored and won it for Villa. And Villa, who move up into the top 4 for the very first time since 2009. They're in the top 4. They're on the same number of points as Liverpool. Man City in second on 29, and Arsenal at top of the table on 30 points. Manchester United, currently leading at half-time, would be going up to 6th. They would head back above Newcastle and Brighton, who both won this weekend. Man United, as it stands, would be going 6th above them. Everton would stay joint bottom of the table. They will be 19th, only ahead of Burnley on goal difference on 4 points. And we have one more game to come this weekend. Fulham against Wolves is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Don't forget, we have NFL action for you tonight. Bills at the Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles, the best team in the NFL at the moment, a 9-1 record. And they have the Buffalo Bills coming to Philadelphia to face off. That's tonight at 9:25 here on LFS. Right, the second half from Goodison Park is on the way next. Welcome back to Goodison Park for the second half between Everton and Manchester United. All 22 players back on the field of play and ready for another 45 minutes of football. big improvements, I'm sure, needed from Manchester United in terms of performance for the second half. I'm sure that's what they've been saying at half time. Everton, their key component they need to change is putting the ball in the net. And they've created the chances, just haven't been able to find the finish. Can they change it from big chances into big goals? Here's Ashley Young with his throw-in on the right-hand side. Early in the second half, throws it forward. Calvert-Lewin went to go for it, actually fell down. What did a foul there, Everton? Cleared away by United. First header won by Gay. Lindelof under pressure, fires it long. Trying to find Garnacho, and Ashley Young was there to get it back to Pickford. Pickford fires it long, but that will run all the way through to Andre Onana in the opposition goal. Here's Kobe Mainu, who was one of the bright sparks for Manchester United in the first half, was one of the main players trying to get something going in attacking areas. But of course we have to mention about Manchester United's very lengthy injury list. I mean, just reading through it, there's a handful, if not two hands full of players out missing for Manchester United. Jadon Sancho, Eriksen, Malacia, Dalot, Casemiro, Martinez, Højlund, of course, not involved today. Johnny Evans, Mason Mount as well. You know, that's 9 players not available for Manchester United. And they're only getting Luke Shaw back from injury. That's given away by Tarkowski. Fernandes is fouled. McTominay from distance strikes behind for a goal kick. Not the best from McTominay there. Garnacho's down, but there was a foul on Fernandes. He was the one that was fouled. See this again. Garnacho. Yeah. I mean, the first one, Garnacho does slip, but then Fernandes is fouled the second time round. That's is a free kick. Should be a free kick. They've given the advantage to the referee, and Man United chose to have a shot, which found nowhere near the goal. Ended up into the stands. From Scott McTominay. Both Fernandes and Garnacho back up and fine. Everton fire the ball long again, but they've given it away. Here's Mainu. Lovely skill. Finds Shaw. Nice interchange by Luke Shaw. Bursting forward. Finds it to Martial, who labours on the ball and gives it away. As Idrissa Gueye picks it up, and he is fouled by Bruno Fernandes. As mentioned, this might be the type of game it will turn into. Stop-start, free kick type of game. That free kick was taken by Everton, won back by United. McTominay now. Fernandes looking for his options. Gives it wide to Dalot. Back to Maguire. Infield to Kobe Mainu. Lindelof. Mainu. Across to Maguire. Here is Harry Maguire. Bursting forward. Has to go backwards. McTominay being patient a bit more. Manchester United taking their time, although they were patient in the first half, taking their time on the ball, which actually helped out Everton, invited them on to United. That ball forward to find Garnacho is headed out by Young for the throw-in. Shaw to take this throw-in then. Kobe Mainoo's the only real player for Manchester United, the ones that take initiative at the moment. That throw-in's given away again. Harrison back to Branthwaite, now out to the left-hand side is McNeil. Switches it across again, taken nicely by Jack Harrison. Harrison on the right-hand side, up against Shaw. Harrison whips a ball, deep one, right across into the hands of Andre Onana. Had options in there, but too deep of a cross from Jack Harrison to have that much of an impact. Onana taking his time. Fires one out to the right. Nice takedown there by McTominay. Dalot now linking up with Rashford. Tried to find Dalot again. Did Rashford given away. McTominay will recover it. Maguire on the right. Down the right flank is Rashford. Harry Maguire. Mainu hoofs one up the pitch. Not the best of headers by Mykolenko, but there to help him was James Garner, who heads it back to Jordan Pickford. Pickford spreads it out wide to Ashley Young. Looking to try and go for the long one. Nice ball to forward to find Calvert-Lewin. He chests it down. Felt he was pulled up there by Lindelof, but played on as he kept the ball. Gay. Doucouré. Now McNeil. Back to Doucouré. Running beyond was Mykolenko, blocked off there by Harry Maguire. Referee felt there was no foul in there. Here's McTominay to pick it back up. Harry Maguire. Now down the right is Rashford. Trying to kind of flick his way through, but he's given it away here, Rashford. Ball forward, trying to find Calvert-Lewin. That cross from the left. Well dealt with by Lindelof. Scrappy game this. Ball forward now to Maguire. Martial. Now running onto it's Fernandes. Back to Martial, who goes down. And the referee's actually gone the opposite way. Man United wanted a penalty. The referee's given a free kick to Everton and a yellow card for Martial for diving. Says it's simulation. There the referee. See the replay of it again. Fernandes coming forward. Gives the ball to, slides it across to Martial. Yeah. Oh, actually, from the opposite angle, it looks close. It looks like Ashley Young has his right foot out, and it does cause Martial to trip. I think this might be overturned. It's very close. I mean, yeah, Ashley Young does go for the challenge. He pulls out of it at the last second, but he still catches Anthony Martial. And Ashley Young looks as guilty as they come here. The reaction camera is catching Ashley Young's face and he looks guilty. I don't think he'd be surprised if a penalty's given here, but VAR certainly checking it. And I think they're checking for an offside in the build-up. So I think they might feel that there's a penalty coming here. Chris Kavanagh, the VAR, speaking to John Brooks, and will confirm the decision. And John Brooks will go to the screen, I believe. So John Brooks will get another look at this. And 9 times out of 10, when the referee goes to the screen, he changes his on-field decision. Very close. Ashley Young does go for the try and get the challenge in on Martial, and Martial is running through. He does kind of leave a left leg in there, Martial, to try and get the contact, but Ashley Young is going for the challenge, so it's kind of a 50-50 one as to whether this referee will see that. From one angle, it looks a definite penalty. It does look like he's tripped over, but wouldn't say it's 100% one way or the other. This is kind of the grey area. It comes down to the referee's opinion. He's walked away from the screen, and he's changing his card. Changing the card. Martial will not get a yellow card, and a penalty will be given. So completely overturning the decision, the referee, and felt that Ashley Young had fouled Anthony Martial in the build-up to that Man United chance. So therefore, he's given a penalty. And he's also rescinded that yellow card from Anthony Martial for simulation. Sean Dyche is shaking his head in disbelief. It's quite clear that he doesn't agree with the referee's decision. Ashley Young is on a yellow card, so he needs to watch himself. He can't argue with the referee, because I'm sure the referee won't hesitate to give him another one. Nonetheless, we move on. And Marcus Rashford is the man stepping up here for Manchester United. So, Rashford up against Pickford. England teammates. But on opposite sides in this one. Rashford on the penalty spot. Pickford on his goal line. Who will come out victorious? John Brooks's whistle goes. Rashford steps up. Right footed. Fires it into the top of the net. And doubles Manchester United's lead. A contentious penalty decision. It doesn't really help Everton's claims of corruption from the Premier League. They're not going to enjoy the Premier League after this. Certainly not going to be big fans of it. And Ashley Young is incensed at that. He felt that he didn't foul Anthony Martial. But the referee went to the screen, changed the decision, and a penalty was given that Marcus Rashford duly slotted home. Stutters in the build-up. Lovely penalty. Almost the roof of the net. It's a fantastically taken shot kick. Jordan Pickford did guess the right way, but that penalty was far too high into the roof of the net for Pickford to have any chance at saving it. Fantastic penalty by Marcus Rashford, but it will be the decision to give that penalty will be the talking point as to whether it was a penalty or not. Everton 0, Manchester United 2. And now it creates a mountain for Everton to climb. 34 minutes to go. 2-0 down at home against Manchester United. Given away, Idrissa Gueye! Oh, what a big save. Massive save by Andre Onana. What a strike by Idrissa Gueye. It comes from the throw-in. Clearance from Garnacho. Latched upon by Idrissa Gueye. And what a strike. Right-footed. Curling towards the goal. Puts full power and pace behind it. And it forces a massive save from Andre Onana with the left hand. Palms it behind for the corner. That's exactly what Everton need. Chance like that. Now they have a corner. Left hand side, right footed, whipped in. Palmed away by Onana again. Bouncing down. Idrissa Gueye will pick it up on the right hand side. Cuts it back for Ashley Young. He will go across to Mykolenko in the middle. Fizzes it into the box. Maguire's got a hold of Tarkowski there. They want a penalty, Everton. That will never be given. Here's Doucouré. Still keeps it alive. Abdoulaye Doucouré just runs out of room. Man United carry it away. Here's Rashford on the counter. What a poor ball. Could have stripped back to Everton. Mykolenko. Now McNeil. Well, Sean Dyche talked about it before the game. About there being a siege mentality created around Goodison, around Everton, around the club. Not created by the team or the manager, but the fans creating that siege mentality that everything's against them after that 10-point deduction from the Premier League. They'll kind of feel that type of mentality here tonight. They've had a good few screams at the referee. Still holding those banners up with the Premier League logo on it. I think it says, I don't know what it says below it, but I can take a few guesses as to what it could say. Everton have a throw in here on the left hand side. Idrissa Gueye. James Tarkowski. Long diagonal, trying to find the run of Jack Harrison, but that one was overhit by Tarkowski. And Shaw easily sees it out for a goal kick. Still a lot of time to go. Wouldn't say it's a foregone conclusion. And they've given it away again, Manchester United. Garner trying to find Harrison. Good covering by Shaw. He has to put it out for the throw-in under pressure. Ashley Young to take it. Not looking to lose this tempo with this game. Everton looking to keep it as high as possible. Young. Now Harrison. Harrison up against Shaw. Rashford coming back to defend, but finds Young. Young at the byline, cuts it back across towards the back post. Falls for Mikalenko. Takes it all the way through and wide of the right post, behind for a goal kick. A lovely cross by Young. I think Doucouré and McNeil get in each other's way, and then it bounces back to Mikalenko on the edge. Tried to drive one across goal. Actually, Calvert-Lewin tried to flick it on as well, but there was no touch in there. Straight behind for a goal kick. Lindelof. His clearance straight back to Tarkowski. Everton can feel that kind of momentum building in their favour again. Oh, not if they keep doing that. Jordan Pickford kicked it straight out of play. And he shakes it off as if he didn't do that. As if, who else are you going to blame, Jordan? You kicked it straight out of play. Anyway, Man United have a throw in on the left hand side. Luke Shaw will take this throw in. Kind of, Man United are in a comfortable place at the moment, 2-0 up. Kind of just have to manage the game, but they just can't seem to keep the possession at the moment. Every time they get the ball, a throw in, a free kick, a chance, getting a goal kick, they just seem to give the ball away. Everton just want to have the ball more, want to have it more. Here's Harrison, spins away from Shaw, tries to give it out wide again to Calvert-Lewin. Lindelof there to block, gives it forward to Rashford on the counter-attack. Here's Marcus Rashford down the left-hand side. Idrissa Gueye and Tarkowski on the cover, and that will come off one of the Everton players and behind for a corner. Good carry away there by Rashford. It's just not going their way at the moment, Everton. They're winning the ball back time and time again, but just can't seem to get that finisher. That's what they need. If one of them goes in, you think maybe the floodgates could open and Man United could crumble, but Everton could be G'd up by that. But so far, it's just struggling to find that finish. Now Man United have a corner. Next goal is crucial. Luke Shaw, left-footed cross in, right across goal. Maguire was trying to head it, cleared away. Fernandes will pick it up on the left. Right-footed cross in by Fernandes. Headed away again. Calvert-Lewin that time. United will pick it up again. Fernandes switches it across to the right-hand side. Mainu does well. Nice first touch. Gives it out to the right-hand side. Rashford with a cross. Cleared away. Shaw heads it back forward. Up the pitch. Rashford, nice footwork. Linking up with Mainu. Here is Marcus Rashford again. Trying to get to the byline and covered all the way there by Mikalenko. Another Man United corner. United are starting to try and build something of their own here. Create a few chances. They struggled to do that one after their first goal in the first half. They kind of fell away, but since the second goal's gone in, they've tried to build on that. Corner whipped in. Cleanly cleared away by Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a header. Dalot picks it up. Mainu fires a ball in behind. Here's Fernandes. Lovely ball. Fernandes at the byline. Cuts it across. Does take a deflection off Branthwaite and behind for the corner. What a ball by Kobe Mainu. Spots the run of Bruno Fernandes. Well onside. Lovely ball over the top. Fernandes just takes his time. Gets to the edge of the 6-yard box, looks to cross it and deflects off Branthwaite and behind for the corner, which they take short. Here's Rashford. Dalot in the box. Flicks it to the back post. Garnacho over the bar. He's already had his big goal of the day. Already had his cracker. Should have connected with it better, but a bit too easy there for Manchester United. Take the short corner, wait for the man to run into the box, find him, and then cut it to the back post. It's quite simple. Everton were so compact there that they actually could have made a mistake. Well, actually, were more defensively frail than in control. Pickford finds Gueye. Mikolenko finds the runner Doucouré. Back to Mikalenko, intercepted by McTominay. Now Rashford, Martial, 1-2 with Fernandes, but that's given away. And now Everton on the break. Tarkowski, lovely ball to find Harrison. Harrison across, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin was there but couldn't get the finish on it. Straight into the hands of Andre Onana. That should have been an Everton goal. The build-up was perfect. It's just slightly behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the cross. If it had been straight on, Harry Maguire somehow bumbled it into his own keeper's hands. I mean, what they call kind of controlled chaos, that from Harry Maguire, somehow. Everton have it back. Rashford got the ball stolen off him there. Branthwaite. Mikolenko. 25 minutes to go. Everton 0, Manchester United 2. Here's James Tarkowski. Switches the ball out to the left-hand side. McNeil. Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski. Branthwaite linking up with Doucouré. Now Mikolenko to Branthwaite again. Good possession from Everton. Tarkowski looking for the long run of Harrison again. Straight the way through and into the hands of Andre Onana. Long ball from United. From that kick. And that's given straight back to Mikolenko. Not to see how many times unforced that Manchester United have just given the ball straight back to Everton, because just unable to keep it for very long periods from trying to play out from the back. They've given it away on multiple occasions. Just unable to keep the possession that way, Manchester United at the moment. Pickford. Branthwaite. Quarter of the game to go. 67 minutes gone. That's a lovely ball to find James Garner. Garner's got options ahead of him. Garner goes out to the right hand side as Ashley Young free. Whips a ball across. Calvert-Lewin was there, and the header was deflected off Lindelof and behind for the Everton corner. Really good play down the right hand side. Really lovely cross by Ashley Young. And Lindelof was there in time. Some of the fans throwing their pink banners onto the pitch. Around that corner flagged as Dwight McNeil comes over to take this corner for Everton. A goal now would put the cat amongst the pigeons. Cross in. Deep one. Palmed away by Onana. Straight up into the air, and he catches it. And held on to it at the second time of asking. It was a dangerous one. It was a very deep cross in. Did he actually head that one? Nonetheless, he gets it cleared. Up the pitch. Too high for Garnacho. Again, that long ball out from the back. They just can't win the first header, Man United, and either go straight out of play or Everton just recover it. Tarkowski to Pickford, who's joining in now. Pickford kind of slips as he's taking his run, or is taking his kick, but actually finds Jack Harrison. Ashley Young on the overlap. Harrison comes in field, plays it across, falls to Doucouré at the back post, and deflection off Dalot. Another Everton corner. They're really building beautifully here, Everton. Another cross in and another kind of panic in the box from Man United, and Doucouré just tries to go for one on the volley, and Diogo Dalot gets in the way. Another Everton corner. The referee was dealing with some issues in the box. Jared Branthwaite a bit too close to the keeper, according to the referee's liking. We'll see what Everton can do from this corner. The last one wasn't the most convincing goalkeeping from Onana, but did catch it, but We'll see what can happen there. Ball whipped across. Back post was Tarkowski cleared away. Idrissa Gueye recycles it. Mikolenko should have went forward. Ashley Young out to the left-hand side. Went down there was James Garner. The referee says play on. Fernandez trying to find the run of Garnacho, but that's well covered by Ashley Young. Mikolenko. Tarkowski. 20 minutes to go. No substitutes from either side as well yet. Might have to look to their benches shortly. Maybe if they want to change the outcome, especially Everton. Might want to make a few changes. Try and add a few fresh legs. Keep the momentum in the game though. That's the kind of balance. 2-0 down. Have to try and get at least one goal to create pressure. That's a lovely ball by Lindelof. Here's Marcus Rashford. This could finish it off. Rashford across. Back post wide. There's Garnacho sliding in at the back post and couldn't feed it in between the sticks. Ended up wide to the right, but it's Fernandez that commits the challenge from an Everton player. It falls to Lindelof, who fires it forward for the run of Rashford. Rashford with a cross. It's a fierce cross right across goal and the back post. Alejandro Garnacho couldn't finish it. Substitutions then from Manchester United. They're going to make a double change. The debutant Kobe Mainoo, who's put in a very solid performance in midfield for Manchester United tonight. He's being replaced by Sofian Amrabat. A fantastic performance from Kobe Mainoo. 83% passing accuracy, 57 touches. Won 3 of his 5 ground duels, 2 of his 3 aerial duels. And was very important. 2 interceptions, 1 tackle as well. They're also making another substitution as well, Manchester United. Coming onto the field is Facundo Pellistri for the Manchester United man Alejandro Garnacho, who scored that cracker goal early in the game. Everton are also going to make a few changes as well. Dwight McNeil and Ashley Young are coming off. They're leaving the pitch. And they're being replaced by Nathan Patterson and Arnaut Danjuma. So fresh legs for both teams. See what they can deliver for their respective sides in the last 18 minutes or so. Here's Tarkowski. Here's Nathan Patterson. His first touch. Gives it straight back to Manchester United. Miscommunication there. Rashford can't clear it away and Patterson heads it out for a Man United throw-in. Shaw to take this throw in. Not a time wasting there. Shaw does make the throw in. Rashford, Shaw, now Amrabat. Amrabat gives the ball away. Idrissa Gueye, now Nathan Patterson. Forward to Calvert-Lewin, who tries to spin away but slips. Allows McTominay to recover. Rashford's ball forward is straight up Branthwaite. Now Idrissa Gueye. Branthwaite again. Long ball down the line from Branthwaite. The run of Danjuma up against Dalot. Dalot covers him well. Clears his lines. Under pressure again, United at the back. Here's Pellistri. And cleared away up the pitch by Dalot. Idrissa Gueye wins the first header. Calvert-Lewin completely misses it. Gueye recovers again. He loses out. Now Martial can lead off Facundo Pellistri. Pellistri down the right, up against Branthwaite. Infield to Fernandez. Now forward for Martial. What a goal. Beautifully worked team goal from Manchester United, and Anthony Martial, the man to finish it. Wraps the game up. And a third goal for United. The first for Anthony Martial. The number 9 for United. Beautifully worked goal down the right hand side. Fantastic team goal. Pellistri carried it down the right flank. Played it infield to Fernandez, who just beautifully weighted it forward for Martial, who made the run through the middle. Too easy from an Everton point of view, but Pellistri just down the right hand side. stops his run, cuts it across to Fernandez, who just waits the ball beautifully through the middle for Anthony Martial, who just kind of flicks it past Jordan Pickford and into the back of the Everton net. And just as Everton were trying to grow back into the game, Man United hit them with a sucker punch that wraps the game up. United will leave Merseyside with 3 points. Everton, having lost 10 points, won't gain any tonight. And 3 pretty good goals from Manchester United to seal all 3 points here at Goodison. A ground where they have some very good memories and some very good performances as well, including this one. Probably one of their best performances of the season, Manchester United, and they still haven't been cracking. And it allows Ten Hag now to make some changes. Just bring a few players off, the likes of a Luke Shaw, who's coming off. He's coming off for Wan-Bissaka. Just back from injury, Luke Shaw. Massive part of this team, and that's clear evidence today, returning from injury, and Man United look much more controlled at times. Still not anywhere near where they should be, but definitely enough to get past Everton. Here's Patterson. I mean, it's just a formality, really, these last 14 minutes, surely, unless Everton can kind of build the comeback of all comebacks, but at this point. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Tarkovsky. Gueye to Garner. Down the left is McNeil. Finds Mykolenko on the run. Mykolenko hits the crossbar and out. Doesn't seem to be Everton's day. What a chance for Mykolenko. And when he gets the ball on target, he whacks it over the crossbar, and really just not enough for Everton today. It just seems like nothing wants to go in the net. Not their lucky day, quite ironically. Harrison picks it up. Danjuma trying to link it all up. Get involved there at the top. Headed away by United, recovered by Branthwaite. Now Mykolenko. Garner. McNeil finds Danjuma. Sorry, not McNeil. Danjuma, apologies. Here's Amrabat to win it back for United, as Danjuma gave that one away. Wan-Bissaka, he gives it straight back to Everton. Now Mykolenko, Danjuma down the left. And the ball will run out of play for an Everton throw-in. They've created the opportunities, Everton, there's no doubt about that. But they just haven't been able to convert them. Idrissa Gueye's ball, down the right-hand side for Patterson. Ethan Patterson back to Harrison. Cross. Oh, that's poor. Just, we look at the stats for Everton today. I mean, they've had 14 shots in the game. That's double what Manchester United have had of 7. And they've had more shots on target as well, 5 to United's 3. They have been creating chances, Everton, just not been able to convert them into goals and get on the score sheet, which will be the disappointing factor. It's been all too common. I mean, 14 goals all season for Everton. This kind of gives you the answer as to where their problems are. And it will be their 7th defeat of the season if they lose this one, which looks like they might. They don't have a really good home record. 1 win out of 7 home games. This will be their 5th home defeat of the season. They have a better away record. Won 3 of their 6 away games this campaign. I'd actually say their home record is what their actual points tally is. They've only 4 points at home this campaign, and that is where they will stand, of course, for that 10-point deduction. They are joint bottom of the Premier League, despite having won 4 Premier League games this season. Patterson. Here's Garner. Flicked on by Patterson again. Harrison keeping it alive on the edge. Just a gay. Out wide. Under pressure was Mikalenko. He did keep the ball against Pellistri. And Danjuma getting it back to Branthwaite. Last 10 minutes at Goodison. Everton 0, Manchester United 3. Tarkovsky's ball forward is not a great one, and Wan-Bissaka can clear it away. Pellistri under pressure. Harry Maguire has to force it out for a throw-in. Unnecessary that from United. Didn't need to do that, but there we go. Everton were coming into this one unbeaten in their last 4 games in the Premier League. That run is going to end. The last defeat was in the derby. Since then they've beaten West Ham, Burnley in the Cup, drew at home with Brighton and won away at Crystal Palace. Since that Derby Day defeat at Anfield back in October. And they actually, prior to that, had lost all of their other 3 home games this other 4 home games, sorry, this season in the Premier League. Fulham at home 1-0, Wolves at home 1-0, Arsenal at home 1-0, and Luton at home 2-1. This will be defeat number 5 at Goodison for Everton. This one much more focused because of that 10-point deduction, which will have them in the position of second bottom in the table and back in the mire of relegation battles. Something they tried to get out of this season. Here's Fernandes. Pellistri linking up with Martial. Back to Fernandes. Looked to go for the strike there. Blocked off. Avoided against it. Here's Wan-Bissaka now. Fernandes on the right. Pellistri. Bruno Fernandes linking up with Facundo Pellistri. Slips there. And Everton have time to recover, but give it straight back to Man United. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Down the line to Pellistri, who's fouled by Mikalenko. Free kick to Manchester United. Well, this game, Everton were coming into this one hoping that they could use that passion off the pitch to convert to the players on the pitch and get a result against Man United, but just haven't. That protest really didn't seem to work, did it? Wasn't enough for Everton to find the back of the net, and this is where they stand. Nothing against their performance. They've been excellent in their performance, but they were able to find the back of the net. They might be competitive in this one. Man United have a free kick. Bruno Fernandes to take. 7 minutes to go. The United 3-0 up. Right-footed from Fernandes. Headed away by Branthwaite. Amrabat trying to keep it alive. Tries to keep it alive. Flicked on by Lindelof, but he was in an offside position. So that will be a free kick to Everton. Well, kind of the first half to the second half is kind of chalk and cheese. It was all Everton in the first half. Their XG in that first half, Everton, was 1.45 compared to the second half of 0.19. Man United's first half XG was 0.09, their lowest in the Premier League this season. In the second half, it's been 1.91. So it's kind of, Everton had the first half, weren't able to find the net, and were 1-0 down at the break. United came into the second half and were able to score 2 goals and take the game away from Everton completely. Manchester United making another change. Anthony Martial, the latest goal scorer for Man United, is making way for Hannibal Mabry, another young player for Manchester United entering the fray. Here's Diogo Dalot. Nice infield run. Plays it across to Pellistri. Takes a nice touch. Pellistri! Good save by Pickford. Nice idea from Facundo Pellistri. Now Everton coming the other way. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Out wide to Harrison. Back to Idris Gueye. Bit slow that. Flicked on by Patterson. Finds Harrison down the right. Back to Nathan Patterson. That's nice. Gets to the byline. Just really good for goalkeeping by Andre Onana. Comes flying out and gets the ball off Nathan Patterson. 5 minutes to go. The result is pretty predictable at this point. And don't forget NFL action tonight. The Bills at the Eagles tonight, 9:25 on LFS. If you want that, we have also got Premier League action for you tomorrow. The Monday Night Football for you. Fulham against Wolves from Craven Cottage. Onana's kick stolen by Idrissa Gueye. Here's Danjuma down the left, blocked off by Wan-Bissaka. Last touch off Danjuma. Goal kick Manchester United. Really good defending from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's a good one-on-one defender, Wan-Bissaka. Certainly one of his strengths. Onana with a long ball. Well, I talked about Everton's recent form. Let's talk about Man United's. Decent run in the Premier League. 2 back-to-back wins prior to this one. Looks to be 3 back-to-back, 3 bins on the bounce in the league. Oh, clean sheets in all of those. Fulham and Luton 1-0 wins, and this one currently at 3-0. Defeats elsewhere in the EFL Cup, beaten by Newcastle 3-0 at home, and beaten by Copenhagen in the Champions League prior to the international break. They have Galatasaray away in the Champions League in the week, Manchester United. Massive game for them to try and keep their hopes of knockout places in the Champions League alive. Have to win away at Galatasaray. Everton, of course, don't play until next week. They're back in action next Saturday evening away at Nottingham Forest at the City Grounds. And we'll want to turn around this result, get back to winning ways. Here's Pellistri on the counter. Fernandes, lovely ball. Finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford against, trying to find Fernandes. Intercepted nicely by James Tarkowski, and that behind for the corner. Beautifully crafted counter-attack by United again. And Rashford tried to square it back across to Fernandes just a bit early and a bit far away. It's good recovery defending from James Tarkowski to put it out for the corner. Pellistri. Fernandes. Now Rashford. Rashford with a cross. Fizzed across and Maguire with a header. Well wide that. And that's actually gone behind for the goal kick, but it doesn't really matter. Pickford will take it anyway. 90 seconds of the 90 minutes to go. Well, the result of this, Man United will go into the top 6. Their 8th win of the season. Level on wins with Tottenham, quite funnily enough. Only 2 points behind Spurs. Spurs on a 3-game losing streak. Man United on a 3-game winning streak. That's how quickly things can change in the Premier League. We're called in 2 different worlds a few weeks ago. Now they're 2 points apart. Man United only 4 points off the top 4. And 6 points off the top of the league. Still in with the conversation. Quite comfortably in with the conversation. 8th win of the season. Yet to draw a game this season. Manchester United, the only side yet to draw. Only Aston Villa are close to that. Oh, only 1 draw this season, Villa. Manchester United will be something. They've able to get their their goal difference back to level ratings. 16 goals scored, 16 conceded. They were on -3 prior to kickoff. Everton, of course, as I mentioned, 7th defeat of the season. Will keep them in 19th on 4 points. 20 goals conceded for them after these 3. As we surpass the 90-minute mark, we'll have 6 additional minutes. Bit unnecessary, but we go with it. 6 minutes. Here comes Chermiti, just on the pitch. Just wide. Yusuf Chermiti, right-footed strike. Straight one, not too far away. Had Onana diving. Not too far away there for Everton, but goal kick given. Not even their substitutes can find the net. Abdoulaye Doucouré and Dominic Calvert-Lewin left the field of play there. Yusuf Chermiti on, and Lewis Dobbin also on for Everton. Yellow card coming out here for a foul by Idrissa Gueye on a Manchester United player. So Gueye gets his 3rd yellow card of the season for that foul. All 3 of John Brooks' yellow cards given out today have been for Everton players. Well, Sky have just announced Alejandro Garnacho the man of the match, player of the match, after that incredible goal. I think a close second, and close, very good mention is Kobbie Mainoo. He made an incredible debut, but nothing will top that goal. It's an unbelievable goal from Garnacho at the start of this game. Man United have led for 87 minutes, 89 minutes so far now. That goal was in the 3rd minute. That will help out their stats this season. Just seeing the replay of it, it is absolutely wonderful. Unbelievable goal. Here's Jack Harrison for Everton. Is there time for a consolation that will deny Manchester United a clean sheet? Idrissa Gueye. James Garner. Gueye. I think Idrissa Gueye's been a very good Everton player today. Put in a very good performance. Patterson with a cross from the right, cleared away by Lindelof, brought down by Mikulenko, but couldn't gather it for very long. 3 minutes to go. Danjuma down the left, trying to cross it. Takes a deflection off Wan-Bissaka, will be an Everton corner. But I have to say, Idrissa Gueye's been really good in that Everton midfield today. He's been picking everything up. Very heavily involved this afternoon, being one of Everton's best players. And that's mainly down to the fact that they haven't been able to take their chances. Corner from the left-hand side. Tarkowski wins the header. Flicked on, bouncing around off the line. Mikulenko can't follow it up. Really isn't their day at all, Everton. Even when they have the ball literally a yard or two off the line, it's cleared away. Tarkowski wins the first header. The second header is back across goal, and Harrison was there to connect with it. They just could not find the back of the net there. And Sean Dyche, all too a familiar situation for his team. Nice ball to find Danjuma, cuts it back into the box. Lindelof with the clearance. Garner picks it back up. Mikulenko back to James Garner. Lifts it into the box. Garner, too much on that one for Harrison to chase. Goal kick. Maybe Eric Ten Hag will stay in the stands from now on. He's in the stands today and seems to have worked out for them. Pretty comfortable win for them. Last minute of the game. Idrissa Gueye trying to play it forward. Nice work. Harrison gets it back to Gueye. Gueye in the box. Blocked off. Cleared away. Mikolenko. Now Garner. Dobbin. Strikes it. Oh, well over the bar. And that'll be a goal kick to Manchester United. And that should be that. We will see what the referee has anything to say. But I think he should, for the sake of everybody here, wrap this game up. No, second ball on the pitch. Onana takes the kick out to Hannibal. Back to Onana, who can fire it long up the pitch, and that allows the referee to blow the whistle. 3 straight Premier League wins for Manchester United. Ends Everton's 4-game unbeaten run. All started with an incredible goal by Alejandro Garnacho with an overhead kick, Wayne Rooney-esque. The second was a penalty for Marcus Rashford that was a contentious decision. The referee didn't give it on the field. VAR told him to have another look, and he overturned his decision. And the third was a beautiful team goal, finished off by Anthony Martial. A good day at the office for Manchester United, and Everton's luck seems to really be continuing to disappear. 10-point deduction, followed by a pretty damning defeat at home for the 5th time this season, beaten at Goodison Park. Not a good day for Everton, who couldn't find the net for love nor money. And Sean Dyche applauds the crowd who were with his team for the vast majority of this game. But it wasn't their day, it was Manchester United's day. And they walk away with the 3 points. Quite ironic, really. Final score, Everton 0, Manchester United 3.